My name is Bahavia, and I'm here with my co-host,
Grace. Welcome back to Roots and Reflections.
Today, we're going to be talking about time management hacks, because nobody wants to pull all-nighters. So, Grace, how are some ways that you manage your time wisely?
I think the first step for me is time blocking. I use Google Calendar, and I like to plan out specific time blocks in my day. So, for example, I have school from 7:30 in the morning until about 2:30, and so that time block is definitely for school. I shouldn't be doing anything else. And after that, I go home, and to be real, I go home and take a nap. That time that time block is from like 3 to 4 p.m. I think a 1 hour nap is good for me to recharge after a 7-hour school day. And then I set a time block for about 5 to 6 to just get started on my homework, make a planner for what I'm going to do. I make myself a to-do list on my iPad, and I use an app called Notability. I really recommend it.
I use that app too.
Yeah, it's very helpful. It has really good features. And no, this is not sponsored. And then I eat dinner around 6 with my family, and so this is about like 30-minute to 1 hour break where I get to kind of relax, take my mind off school, really talk to my parents or even talk to my friends, maybe go out to eat at Breadco or something. And then the next time block for me is like 7 to 9:30 p.m. where I continue finishing my homework, check on the clubs that I'm a part of. I think it's just really good to have time blocks. It's really helpful so I don't forget what I'm doing or what I need to do, and so I can stay on task. What about you, Bahavia? What is your experience with time blocking?
For me, time blocking is also really important tasks. So since, like Grace, I'm president of a few clubs and I have some out-of-school things I have to manage along with homework, it's really important for me to kind of time block what I need to do and when, or else there's a lot of times where I'll forget things. So again, I also use Notability, and then within my Notability calendar, there's like daily times. So I'll just allot certain specific times to specific things that I need to get done.
Yeah.
So I also have another tip, and it's called the 2-minute rule. So if there's something that will take under 2 minutes for you to get done, like quickly emailing a teacher, sending a quick text, or searching something up, do it right now. I know a lot of times it's really easy to think, oh, this is a really quick, small thing, I'll leave it till later, and you try to tackle the big, important things. But in my opinion, it's really great to just do some really small, quick things to get that momentum going. And that'll help you get the bigger things done even quicker.
Yeah.
We can talk about tech tools. So Grace, do you have any other tips besides time blocking that could help you manage your time properly?
Yeah, this is not really a tip, but I just like to put some recommendations out on using technology. I know I mentioned this with my iPad and Notability, but I know not everyone has access to these tools. So even just taking paper and creating a planner for yourself, or maybe write to do at the top and create like check boxes. I think that's a really great way to just use your resources and just use whatever is around you to help you stay organized.
I agree. It's really great to just have some sort of way for you to write your things down. You could even write it on a sticky note. But there are also other types of technologies that you can use to help you with time blocking. So there are apps such as like Forest and Google Calendar, which can really help you plan out your time well.
Yeah, I think it's important to use technology when you have access to it. There's a lot of things like AI that you can use if you have any questions or you need suggestions and you don't have anyone to talk to. And going back to our first tip of time blocking, it's important to schedule breaks where you can get your mind off of what you're doing.
Okay, thank you for tuning into this episode.
Bye.